What's up, guys? Welcome back to Central City Barbecue. I'm Pitmaster James Cruz, and in this week's video, I'm cooking a protein that I find to be one of the most delicious, most tender, most versatile proteins on the entire market. It's a pork tenderloin. I mean, you guys can treat this thing like a steak. You could fry it, you can grill it, you can bake it, you can broil it, do whatever you want with it. Well, today I'm doing a grilled pork tenderloin sandwich. So you're gonna love what I'm doing with this stuff. I'm gonna have a lot of flavor with a couple products that you guys are gonna love. Be right back. I got two beautiful pork tenderloins trimmed up, ready to go. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna season them with my buddies. Cajun two-step seasoner right here. Stalekracker. If you don't know this guy from TikTok, you need to start following him. This stuff right here, it's so good. It's got a really good balanced flavor. It's got a little citrus in it. So I'm just gonna evenly coat both of these with it. And look, I don't go too heavy. Like I said, it is a seasoned salt, but it's not overly salty. All right, we're just getting a nice balance of flavor on these things. Nice coat all the way around. Just get both of them. Doesn't have to be perfect. Again, it's a seasoning, it's not a rub for a competition. All right, next thing I'm gonna do after that, I'm gonna follow it with a little black pepper over the top. I like to add a little black pepper bite to any kind of meat that I'm grilling. A little bit more over the top. Let's get this one now. And that's it. Let's get these guys on the grill. I'll be over in a second to get the M-Grill's M16 fired up, ready to go. I'll see you there. I got the M16 at around 450 degrees, which means I have a great temp around 550. These grill grates right here add about 100 degrees to it. Let's get these tenderloins on. Put a little crosshatch on it. You hear it? That sucker is hot. We'll let these go for a few minutes, probably 5 minutes or so. We're gonna come back, we're gonna rotate them and do the same thing on the other side. Be right back. All right, guys, it's been about 5 minutes. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna rotate them. So I'm gonna get in here, I'm gonna rotate them with my hand. Nothing crazy. I'm gonna come back in about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna check on them, we're gonna flip them. I'm gonna start basting them with a melted butter. Right back. It's been a few more minutes. It's time to flip these guys. Watch the cross marks on these guys. Look at that. Got a nice sear on them. These grill grates do a phenomenal job. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I've got some melted butter. I started with a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter and 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm just gonna baste these guys. Kind of like we're treating a steak, okay? It's got a nice bit of savoriness to it with that garlic. It's gonna retain some moisture with that butter. Look at this right here. All right, let's come back in a few more minutes. We're gonna rotate them one more time. We'll be right back. Last rotation. Let's get these guys moving real quick. Move over a little. I'm gonna baste them one more time. These things are gonna be good. And we're gonna get a quick temp. What I'm looking for is a finishing temp of around 142 to 145. And I'm gonna let them rest. I'm gonna slice them up for that sandwich in a little while. All right, let's see what we got on temp. I'm at 139 on that one. 140 an hour. So I'm gonna let them sit for about another minute or two. We're gonna take them off. All right, we've hit about 145 on this guy right here. We're gonna take him off. I'm about 142, 143 in this one. We'll let these guys rest. We're gonna come back and make a sandwich at the table. Now that the pork tenderloins are finished grilling, these guys are resting. Check them out. They're beautiful. They're gonna be juicy, tender, a lot of flavor. We're gonna make a sauce for the sandwich. I'm gonna grill this bread in the meantime. We'll be right back. I'm gonna show you how to make this sauce. All right, the first thing we're gonna start off with is our Central City Barbecue white sauce. This stuff's gonna be on the market within the next couple months. Check it out. It's great on chicken, great on pork. It's a great dip. You could use it for all kind of stuff. I'm gonna start with about 1/4 cup. That looks about to be 1/4 cup right there. The next thing I'm gonna use is Louisiana Pepper Exchange's Jalapeno Puree. This stuff right here is an ingredient. It's not a hot sauce. It's basically the equivalent of putting 1 fresh jalapeno pepper with a teaspoon. So let's do that. Let's add 1 teaspoon. This is gonna add a nice kick to it. Gonna add some bright color to it. Look at this right here. So we're just gonna mix this all together until the puree is well incorporated into there. Let me try this stuff out. That's good. That is really, really good. The sauce already has a nice bold flavor with some horseradish, some garlic, a little black pepper in there. This adds a nice jalapeno kick to it. All right, guys, I'm gonna take the bread off the grill. We're gonna come back and slice this pork and get it prepped and ready for that sandwich. I think I'm gonna slice this big boy up for that sandwich. This thing right here, I just feel it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice it on a bias because I want some longer slices in this guy. So I'm gonna come in first like this. And I'm gonna go ahead and eat that in piece. Let's slice it across here. Look, get these long slices in there. You can slice them thin if you like. You can slice it thick. Pork tenderloin is gonna be tender either way. I'm gonna go thin, you know, a little bit thinner than I'm slicing a brisket. But let me finish cutting this right here real quick. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put it in a pan, put some cheese on it, throw it back on the grill. Be right back. I'm going with the same pan that I used to melt the butter with that garlic in it. We're gonna melt this provolone cheese. We're gonna come back, put it in that toasted bun. Man, I can't wait. Provolone's melted on that pork. It's time to build the sandwich. First thing I'm gonna do is grab some of that sauce we made. I'll put some right here over the bottom. Come on in. All right, I'm spreading it around. Put a little bit more than that on there. I like a good base of this stuff. This stuff's gonna add a nice little heat to it because of that jalapeno. All right, now we're grabbing the pork. Let's get in there with this. Try to get all of it at once. There, I got it. Look at this. I'm gonna try to stretch it out. All right. After that, go with a little spinach over the top. Just add a nice color to it, brighten it up. It's a little baby spinach I got from the store. I don't grow this stuff. And lastly, the rest of that sauce over the top on the top bun. Let's see if we can get there. Look at this right here. That's gonna look good. So we spread this around. Now we get the rest of that on there. The sandwich is gonna be freaking delicious. All right, well, put this thing together, cut it in half, we're gonna try it now. Time to eat it now. This thing's got some nice weight to it. That pork looks juicy. Take a bite of it. I definitely bit off way more than I could chew on that thing. I couldn't even talk, but it was so freaking delicious. That's some fine swine right there. It's such an easy sandwich to build. Grab yourself a pork tenderloin. They come right at the pack, ready to go. I use some of my buddies, Stalekrackers, Cajun two-step. This stuff right here, if you ain't buying this, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's got a great flavor, good balance, a little citrus. I used a little bit of that to over the top, finished off with some black pepper, grilled it to about 142, 145, let it rest. Then after that, I sliced it, topped it with some provolone cheese, melted that, toasted my bun, then dressed it with a sauce we made with a Central City barbecue white sauce and a little Louisiana pepper exchange jalapeno puree. Dress it up, do some onions on there if you like, maybe do some mushrooms, some red peppers, roasted red peppers, anything you like. Well guys, that was such an easy, very delicious recipe. Try it at home. Thank you guys for following me. Follow the restaurant on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram. Follow myself on Facebook and on Instagram. Reach out to me, ask me any barbecue questions you like. See you guys next week.